Hey everybody, it's Jim Sill, and the other day somebody asked me online, how do they edit a movie out of the photos that they have in Google Photos? And I love using the YouTube editor for that. So this tutorial will show you just how to do that. So the first thing we need to do is head over to Google Photos and create an album. YouTube editor will not import your photos directly. They only will import them from an album. So head over to Google Photos, photos.google.com, and click on Albums, and then create an album. Select the photos that you think represent what you want in your video. So for example, I'll select these from Melbourne, and then I'll just go ahead and give that a quick name, and we're good to go. Just hit that check mark in the corner. Then head over to YouTube. So that's youtube.com/editor. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's a really cool editor. Go ahead and give your project a name, just something to help you remember, because we can actually access this video project and other video projects that we've done in the past, okay? So once you're here, click on the photo icon on that little toolbar, and then add photos to project. This will take you to your photos or photo albums. Pretty much are the same in my situation here. Go to your photos, select the album you want to import, and hit select. Notice you can also upload photos from your desktop. Okay, and now that we have our photos from here, we can drag them into the timeline. So just grab one of these, drag them down into the timeline one at a time. When you drag it into the timeline, you get these options to play around with it. What I like to do is click pan and zoom. That way it does a little bit of movement as we're playing this video. The other thing you can do is go into filters and then color those up using some sort of Instagram type filters. When you're ready to go to another photo, just click anywhere in the gray area or click that X here in the corner, and then grab another one, drag it down, and keep doing that, hitting the pan and zoom, adjusting the filters, whatever you want. I click back here in the white area, and then what I can do from here is click on this kissing triangles and put transitions between them. So like for example, this crossfade, it defaults to 2 seconds, so I like to just bring it down just below a second just to let that play a little bit more smoothly. And then the other thing you can do is come here to that letter A and click on that to add a title. So for example, I can drag that title here to the front. If I lay it on top of the image and it all turns blue, the text goes on the image. But if I just move it slightly to the left or to the right, it'll insert it and move everything out of the way. So like that. I just add text. I can change the background color. I can change the font if I want. And I can certainly change the color of the text. So however you want to play around with that, that's great. Don't forget you can also put a transition between the text and the image. Lastly, you can dial this whole thing up by clicking on the music icon and searching from a library of thousands of things. You can go into genre and look things up. And I like to look for a song called Payday. There's lots of songs called Payday. You can see the ones with the tag. Those are the ones that might show ads. And then down here is the one I want from Silent Partner. I just grab that and put it right here on the bottom track. And that's it. I just keep editing that video. When you're done, you can do a couple things. You can just let it be and come back and edit that later. You'll find that project just underneath your project menu here. And then also on the right, you can click Create Video, and that's where I can send that video to YouTube, and I can adjust my privacy settings from private to unlisted or public. I hope that helps.